Let me guess. You're sitting there right now, and you probably have about 47 browser tabs open across two different screens. You've got three different note-taking apps running, and somewhere in your digital files, there's a 5-year plan that you've meticulously revised every single month for the last 5 years. Sound a little too familiar? Well, here's the thing that absolutely nobody talks about. Being smart might actually be the exact reason you're not successful. I know. That sounds completely insane. You've been told your entire life that your intelligence is your greatest asset. You were probably the kid in the gifted programs, the one who took advanced classes, the one teachers pulled aside to tell you just how much potential you had. Learning was effortless. Everything came naturally. But fast forward to today, and you're watching people who you know for a fact aren't as smart as you completely pass you by. They're achieving the exact success you want. They're running businesses while you're still researching the perfect business model. They're closing deals while you're drafting and redrafting the perfect email. So what's going on? Why is this happening? Because your intelligence has become a prison. And the worst part, you built it yourself. Let's talk about what's actually happening inside your head. The first problem is the overthinking trap. It's honestly kind of funny. You can solve incredibly complex problems in your mind without breaking a sweat. Yet you've been thinking about starting that one personal project for 3 whole years. In the time it took you to think about it, someone else already built it, sold it, and retired. Normal people, people who don't analyze every tiny detail, they just start. If they want to launch a blog, they pick a platform in 5 minutes, choose a name in 10, and have their first post live before lunch. But your brain? Oh no. Your brain needs to compare 15 different platforms, read 47 reviews, join 3 Facebook groups, ask for opinions, research SEO before you've even written a single word. 6 months later, you're an expert on blogging theory, but you've never published a post. You're not thinking, my friend. You're hiding. You're hiding behind research, behind preparation, behind the illusion of productivity. It feels like work, but it's really just revving your car's engine in neutral. Lots of noise, zero movement. When you know less, decisions are simple. But because you're smart, you can see every possible outcome, every optimization, every risk, every possible way things could fail. That's the knowledge curse. Ignorance takes action. Intelligence takes notes. And that leads directly into the second problem, the perfection prison. Do you know what the most expensive word in the English language is? Perfect. That one word has cost you more opportunities, more money, and more happiness than almost any mistake you've ever made. Because mistakes can be fixed, but perfection never arrives. Perfectionism isn't high standards, it isn't excellence, it isn't quality control, it's fear wearing a productivity mask. Think about how many projects are sitting in your drafts folder right now, 90% complete, almost finished, yet you refuse to ship them because they're not quite ready. You tell yourself you're maintaining quality, but secretly you're terrified. Terrified that if your work has flaws, maybe you have flaws. If your ideas aren't bulletproof, maybe you aren't either. But here's the truth. Done beats perfect every single time. While you're polishing your work, someone else is profiting from theirs. There's another trap smart people fall into, a fixed mindset. You've been the smart one your entire life. At this point, it's not even a compliment anymore. It's your identity. So what happens when you try something genuinely difficult? You quit, not because you can't do it, because struggling threatens your identity. If you're struggling, maybe you're not as naturally talented as you thought, and that's scary. So instead, you protect the fantasy that you could do anything if you really wanted to. But growth doesn't happen there. Growth requires looking stupid, making mistakes, asking dumb questions, being bad before you're good. Now let's talk about the actual math of success, because this part is fascinating. After an IQ of around 120, intelligence predicts only about 23% of your success. 23%. That means 77% has absolutely nothing to do with how smart you are. You know what predicts far more success? Emotional intelligence. The ability to connect, communicate, build trust, read people, inspire action. But smart people often dismiss those skills. Networking feels fake. Small talk feels painful. But that guy talking about sports, he's building trust. That woman talking about her weekend, she's creating connection. Those conversations seem meaningless. They're not. They're relationship foundations. Success is a team sport, and your brilliant ideas don't matter much if nobody wants to work with you. Now let's talk about effort, because this might be the hardest truth of all. There's an equation that predicts success remarkably well. Performance equals talent times effort squared. Not effort, effort squared. Effort counts twice as much as talent. The problem? School was easy for us. We got rewarded for being smart, not for working hard. So we never built the effort muscle. We became adults, with Ferrari engines and tricycle work ethics. We know everything about success, in theory, but we never learned how to grind consistently. And the reality is simple. Consistent average effort beats sporadic genius, every single time. So how do we fix this? How do we finally get out of our own way? You don't need another productivity app. You don't need another complicated system. You don't need another 10-step framework. Your brain loves complexity, because complexity feels intelligent, but complexity kills execution. You need to make action easier than analysis. If you want to write, don't spend 3 weeks researching writing courses. Open a document, write 1 sentence, save it. Done. Simple beats complex, every time. So here's my challenge for you. For the next 30 days, run an experiment. Not plan one, not research one. Actually run one. Start before you're ready, because if you wait until you feel prepared, you'll wait forever. Pick one thing, just one, and do it badly, every day. Give yourself permission to suck, permission to be a beginner, permission to be human. Document the process. Prove to your overthinking brain that movement beats analysis. Your IQ gave you potential, but only action will give you power. You are incredibly capable, but it's time to stop hiding behind your intelligence. And that leaves you with one question. Are you smart enough to finally stop being so smart? If this hit home for you, drop a comment below. Let me know what project you're finally going to start executing badly on. And if you're ready to get out of your own way and upgrade your life, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.